Towards those overall goals that Nelson has.
Welcome to the West and the East Wing Week, your guide to everything that's happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. This week, the White House held a historic first-ever Kids State Dinner, hosted Americorps, School Improvement Grantees, and Presidential Innovation Fellows. The president held a news conference and spoke with regional reporters about the need for Congress to agree on a balanced deficit reduction plan. And the First Lady made a major veterans hiring announcement in Jacksonville, Florida. That's August 17th to August 23rd, or the historic first-ever Kids State Dinner edition.
I was overweight. I was unhappy. I wasn't, having very much fun at school. I was being bullied. And I snapped one day and said, "Mom, I gotta do something."
On Friday, we dropped in on preparations in the White House kitchen for Monday's historic and fast-approaching Kids State Dinner.
Mrs. Obama came up with this really cool idea for a children's state dinner. And Epicurious magazine collected recipes from kids all over the country, all 50 states. Children sending their recipes for healthy lunches, snacks, all kinds of food. And from that, we chose several recipes that will be featured. We say children's state dinner because we're so used to saying state dinner. It's lunch. It's your children's state dinner lunch.
For the first course, we're doing quinoa, black bean, and corn salad. This is a recipe from Arizona. We're doing some black beans, corn, tomatoes, and cilantro, lemon juice, very, very healthy. So that's going to be served with a baked zucchini fries. The good thing is it's not fried. It's baked, and we're gonna make our own version of the ketchup. So a healthier version of ketchup, because you gotta have ketchup with your fries, so we're gonna put all of the fun ingredients as well.
So it's a very healthy smoothie with low-fat yogurt, strawberries, and honey, of course, some of the White House honey. And we're gonna serve that in a Pilsner glass, which kind of has a cool shape.
We've never done this before, so it's actually awesome.
That afternoon, the White House held a Google Plus hangout to highlight the difference Americorps is making in communities all across the country. Its national service opportunities have logged more than 1 billion hours of service since 1994. Monday morning, the White House was abuzz with the arrival of the First Lady's 54 child guests and their parents and guardians for the first ever Kids State Dinner. The kids, ages 8 to 12, were the winners of the Healthy Lunchtime Challenge, a recipe contest created to support the First Lady's Let's Move campaign.
We all have support from a mother who has the coolest garden around and helps us all, especially kids, with eating healthier. And so I'd like to introduce, and I'm very, very honored to be able to do this, Mrs. Obama.
Look what you've inspired. Just look around the room. Just look around the room. This is all for you. Look at all the reporters from everywhere. They're just everywhere. They never show up like this for stuff that we do. This is the hottest ticket at the White House, right here, because of all of you. And I am so proud of you. We are all so proud of you. The President of the United States is so proud of you.
I make a very good chili, it's true, but it's not always easy to make something that people like to eat. Then for you guys to actually come up with recipes that are healthy and tasty, and to do it in a way that helps to contribute to spreading the word about healthy eating among your peers, that's a really big deal.
Then the president held a news conference and sat down for interviews with television reporters from San Diego, Jacksonville, and Norfolk to discuss the urgent need for Congress to adopt a balanced deficit reduction package and avoid deep cuts in military, Medicare, and education spending.
The sequestration is basically a bargain that Congress made with itself. It said, we've got to cut more to our deficit. We should do it in a responsible way, but we'll have the looming prospect of automatic cuts, both on the defense and non-defense side, if we don't do our jobs.
On Tuesday, the White House welcomed more than 100 school leaders and educators from states and districts all across the nation for a briefing on the transformative efforts underway in struggling schools nationwide through the Federal School Improvement Grants program. On Wednesday, the First Lady visited Naval Station Mayport in Jacksonville, Florida, to meet with military families and announce a major veterans and military spouse employment milestone for the administration and joining forces.
Last August, my husband issued a challenge to American businesses. He challenged them to hire or train 100,000 veterans and military spouses by the end of 2013. And since Jill Biden and I launched Joining Forces, he asked the two of us to take the lead on working with companies to fulfill this challenge. When we first started out, we only had 2 companies as our partners. And soon, those 2 companies became 20, and then 200, and then 2,000. And today, I am so proud to announce that these 2,000 companies have not just met our challenge, they've exceeded it. As of today, they have hired or trained 125,000 veterans and military spouses. 125,000. So let the work continue. Thank you all. God bless.
Meanwhile, back at the White House, Secretary Duncan and Cecilia Munoz sat down with Hispanic journalists to highlight the president's agenda on education and to preview an upcoming series of private sector philanthropic commitments on early education in the Hispanic community through the White House Initiative of Educational Excellence for Hispanics. Thursday saw the launch of the Presidential Innovation Fellows Program at the White House, bringing in top innovators from outside government to work with top innovators inside government. This initiative creates real and substantial changes that benefit the American people, save taxpayers money, and help create new jobs. You can follow all the action on Twitter with the hashtag InnovateGov. To find out more information on any of these topics or to see complete videos of these events, go to whitehouse.gov. And thanks again for checking out your West Wing Week.
Wait until you see who's about to come on camera. Come here, my man. Come on over here. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Logan,
Logan, where are you from?
North Dakota,
North Dakota. And how old are you?
8.
Logan, what's on your head?
A whale.
A whale. Oh my goodness. Can you turn on that camera so they can see that? That is some whale if I've ever seen one.